are back at halftime, and the Highlands Golden Rams lead it 13-0 against University Prep here in the lid lifter. We mentioned the Rams are 11-8 in home openers. They've lost the last 4 in a row. They haven't won since 2016 when they beat Ambridge 56-6. So hopefully we're on our way to that here tonight. Halftime stats brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops, training K through 12. Visit Mason Elite Facebook page for information.
Mike, first half dominated by Highlands. First downs 12 for Highlands, only 1 for University Prep. Rushing yards, Highlands 108, University Prep 15. Passing 60 yards for Highlands, nothing for University Prep. Total yards, Highlands 168, University Prep 15. Third down conversions, Highlands 4 of 6, University Prep 0 for 3. Penalties really hurt Highlands, 2 for 20 yards, University Prep 4 for 35. No turnovers, Mike, impressive for the first time out. And again, time of possession, Highlands dominated that, 16-38, University Prep 7-22.
Luke Bombolski, 13 carries, 60 yards. Chandler Timmons was 5 for 11 for 60 yards. Lion's share of those landed. Signorella caught 4 for 49, and Drake Burford 1 for 11. Halftime stats brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops, training K through 12 at Legends Pittsburgh at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall.
Mike got the number information cleared up. Number 6 is Tylerology originally, but number 6 was not available, so they changed him to 13 without telling us.
Yes.
Talked to Mr. Foster at halftime. Please tell us when you changed numbers. It wasn't anybody's fault. What happened?
Right.
6 got cut in half last year
due
to an injury, and we thought it was available, and here it wasn't.
It got cut in half, so we had 2 threes.
Exactly. But Tylerology out there wearing number 6. Speaking of numbers, Mike, I got to tell you, it's a funny story. Jerry Mara just won the 50-50. His grandson, Brennan, is playing for the Golden Rams. Where's number 53? I turned in an early roster to the Valley News Dispatch, and I had B. Mara down for 53. I put Brian Mara.
His dad.
Which is his dad. So a lot of Facebook action on Brian.
At least you didn't write Gretchen Mara.
Exactly. She's our cheerleader advisor. But again, Brian was delighted to find out at his age he still had eligibility left to play football. So I sent a water bottle home for him since he's on the squad.
Tremendous. All right, Highlands will kick off to start the second half. University Prep will start with possession, and they need to do something with it. The Rams defense, as we mentioned in the stats there, was pretty dominating in that first half. They only ran 1, 2, 3, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 offensive plays.
That's impressive on the defense. They're not on the field very much. Referees, Mike, Bill Rowland for North Braddock, his dad was a referee. I thought it was his dad, it's his son. You know, we're getting old when the sons are taking over for the dads. The umpires, Ryan Worth, line judge Amber Cornell.
Here's the kickoff to the near side of the field. It's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be a good start for University Prep field position-wise.
We knew that would happen at least once tonight. We were prepared for that. Head linesman is Dean Conrad. Side judge is Rocky Moyer, and the field judge is Mark Natowski. I wonder if that's the Mark Natowski that used to play here. Bill says it is.
How about that?
He was a great player, too.
They're in the second quarter in Charlotte. The Panthers lead the Steelers 3-0. You'd much rather be here than that last exhibition game, trust me.
Doran Dickerson said he was a pro player, played at Pitt, played at West Allegheny. He said that is the toughest exhibition game when you're a hanger-on. You're trying to make the squad.
It is.
He goes, every play, he said, it's kind of like, you know, when they have the Corn Ferry Tour when you're trying to get your card.
Yeah.
He said it's tougher than anything like that because you're fighting for your life.
University Prep going to come out pistol in the second half. Keon Smalls, number 4, is the quarterback. And Paul Helvey is behind him, and Helvey gets the straight handoff through the middle, and the Rams are waiting for him. He's brought down beautifully by Chandler Timmons at the 37-yard line. It's a 2-yard gain.
Chandler going 2 ways, at linebacker and quarterback. Met him in the hole.
Second and 8 now for the Panthers. The Pirates are down 1-0 in the 5th inning. Goldilocks. Harrison Bader hit an RBI double.
J.A. Happ has owned the Buccos ever since I got rid of him.
And he's on the Twins at the beginning of the year and almost no-hit them, and then he's been trouble for them. I'd throw lefties against him, or put lefties in the lineup. This is Helvey off the right side, up over the 40 to the 41-yard line. Tyler Bender around the legs, gets him at the 41. It's a 4-yard gain. It'll be third down.
Chandler Timmons also in on that one. Going to make a 3rd and 4.
Helvey has 23 yards on 4 carries. They went to him late in the half.
And again, only 1 first down for University Prep in the first half.
3rd down. 4 to go. Again, pistol. And Smalls turns and gives it to Helvey. They got it in the backfield. What a play shooting through there by Luke Bombolski.
Scored all the points so far, Mike, and drops it for a loss on 3rd down. Going to make it 4th and 5. And University Prep's going to have to punt.
Luke Bombolski is sophomore, by the way.
Yeah, Mike. He played a lot as a freshman last year. Brings Glass onto the field to punt.
4th and 5.
Marquise Glass Jones.
Aaron Randolph standing back at the 33-yard line.
He did a nice job in the first half with that catch he made, Mike. He got hit, but again, he saved his 20-yard. That snap.
Here's the snap, and I think Burford got a piece of it. Burford got a piece of it. The Rams are going to get out of the way, and again, they're going to get the ball on University Prep side of the field as it's down by Nasir Crowney at the 49-yard line.
That was a second block
Drake Burford is in there all night long. We got a Ram limping off the field. It's 26 Julius Saunders.
Looks like an ankle there. Hopefully maybe a cramp be better. Excellent position again for the Golden Rams, Mike. And, you know, you want to blame the punter, Glass Jones, but really it's the snaps that are killing them. They're taking forever to get back there.
Yeah, they are. They're not a lot of zip on. That's the word. First down, Highlands on the University Prep 49-yard line. They have trips left this time. Bombolski off the right side, squares those shoulders and carries a man with him inside the 35-yard line for a first down. No, Bombolski, once he gets those shoulders turned, he is a load to bring down. That's the 13th Highlands first down of the ball game, and it's a 14-yard gain.
75 now on 14 carries for Luke. And you're right, Mike, he gets the head of steam. He's going to move people out of there.
The offensive line's done a very good job run blocking tonight, too. They're very inexperienced. Danny Timmons, the only man back, and Khalil also. He played a lot of tight end last year. Like Bombolski through the middle, but they're waiting for him this time as he gets down to the 34. He ran into the waiting arms of Terrell Allen Hooks, the junior middle linebacker.
Mentioned line that time, Mike. They seem not to be on the same page together. The Leslie boys, the twins at the guard position. You mentioned Khalil Long at the 1 tackle. Daniel Timmons we have in there. He's the experienced guy.
2nd down and 9. 8:45 left of the 3rd quarter. Highlands leads 13-0.
And the other tackle is Tyler Bender. Nice job so far.
Timmons going to run it this time. Oh, we got a block from Bombolski. We got a marker down, and Timmons is down at the 35.
I think Chandler saw there was more to be had there. He's a little disappointed.
He tried to cut, yeah, and then I think he slipped. So the Rams going to get hit with their 3rd holding call tonight. Let's see. And that is the case. So that'll put it back at the 45. 2nd and 20. Very, very good crowd. I was out there at halftime. There are a ton of people here tonight.
And smiling faces, Mike. I think everybody's just happy to be here.
It's nice that you can actually see their faces. 2nd and 20. Timmons is back. Timmons going to fire it down the seam again as he had Burford running down the hash mark, but he overshot him, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and 20.
5 for 10 now for Timmons for 60 yards.
Now we'll see if they do the let's get some and then decide what to do.
Again, this game's been played basically in University Prep territory all night.
Yeah, University Prep ran 1 play on the Highlands side of the field in the first half, and then got thrown back over the 50 on the next one. 2-by-2 this time on 3rd and 20. Short pocket pass. They're going to run a screen to Randolph. He gets a good block inside the 40. the 35, and now there's a flag down where there's nobody. There's a flag down at the 34-yard line. There's not a brown shirt there. I don't know how you can have a penalty when there's only one team there. We'll see what they call. They probably want to call some kind of an offensive pass interference or a block against Highlands, so we'll see.
Mike, we've ran that play 5 times successfully without a penalty. Now they're going to call something.
There's going to be a block in the back against Highlands, so the gain will be good to the 37. It's an 8-yard gain. And then the penalty will come after that.
Moves the ball back to the University Prep 48-yard line.
Randolph gets his first catch.
3rd down and 23.
From the 48. So they really only lose 3 yards. It's 3rd and 23. .7:45, clock winding, 3rd quarter. Highlands 13, University Prep nothing.
3rd and long.
Bombolski is going to run it and has some room. He's at the 40, the 35, spins to the 30-yard line. They can go for it now.
Yeah, might as well, Mike. 15-yard pickup. Wow.
They're going to give him a 30. That's 18 yards.
I have now 94 yards on 16 attempts.
So it's 4th down and 5. And the Rams are going to go for this.
Good play call, Mike.
Trips left. Quarterback draw might work here. Timmons will throw it. Now he's going to sprint and look and fire in desperation, and it's knocked away by Rashawn Murray at the 20-yard line, and the Rams turn it over on downs. Once he got moved out of that pocket, you could tell his receiver was covered, and that's when there was trouble.
And when they rolled him out, Mike, they cut the field down on him. At least he had the presence of mind to throw it.
So Prep holds at 6:49. Yeah, even if that's intercepted, you've gained yards.
Right, exactly.
You're going to have a water break now at 6:49 left of the 3rd quarter.
This is a chance to talk about Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph. They'd like to welcome Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group. Serving the 8K Valley for decades, Lucchinos are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. While most of you are trying to navigate this new normal, now more than ever, you have to realize the importance of family and trying to protect them. Life insurance is an investment, so now would be a great time to make sure your policies are still doing the job they were intended to do. Stop by Lucchino for a free insurance review today. They're located at 2318 Freeport Road next to Donut Connection, or you can call them at 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. Why wait? Let Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group put you on the road to financial stability today. By the way, Mike, next month is Insurance Month.
Oh.
September, we'll be talking about life assurance awareness. So get your pads and pencils out, kids.
First down for the Panthers at the
can't do
30, and now they've moved.
Everybody.
Everybody at once. And that's illegal.
Whatever they did, they can't do it.
That's their 5th penalty for 40 yards. 5 yards on them. 1st and 15 at the 25. Highlands defense has been staunch tonight.
They're going quick.
Oh, no, they snap it. They weren't looking for it. The ball is loose, and it's fallen on by Helvey back at the 5-yard line. Uh-oh.
What did I say about trying to get 11 kids to do something at the same time, Mike?
They snapped the ball, and the running back and the quarterback were deciding where they were going after the game to eat. All the way back to the 5-yard line, a 20-yard loss.
Give Khalil Long credit for the tackle, if you want to call it that.
2nd and 35. And poor Paul Helvey, he fell on that and takes the damage. They have to get to the 40, outside the 40. Okay, Mr. Offensive Coordinator, what do you call here? Probably a draw play.
3rd and Trentham. Quick
Smalls is going to throw it to the far side of the field to Amari G. He gets it up over the 5 and the 10-yard line, out maybe the 11.
Bombolski on the stop.
It's a 6-yard gain. First pass completion of the night.
3rd and 29.
And Mike, in our pregame, we talked about Rashawn Murray. He's been quiet tonight.
Yeah, he defense that pass on our 4th down play. That's the first time we called his name.
But again, he was promoted as the most dynamic player in the city.
3rd and 29.
But again, if you can't get the ball to him, there's not much you can do.
University Prep going to call a timeout here as they didn't like what they saw. At 5:14 left of the 3rd quarter. Highlands leading it 13-0. A little sloppy to start with, but Rams have a 13-0 lead, and University Prep has not been able to do anything offensively. The Rams defense has been solid, picking up where they left off a year ago. Are you or someone you know in need of physical or occupational therapy? Why not consider the caring therapist at Phoenix Rehabilitation and Health Services in Natrona Heights? Phoenix specializes in one-on-one personalized care coupled with the latest techniques and equipment in physical therapy services. They deal with any type of injury, specializing in orthopedic conditions, including sports and workers' comp injuries. Phoenix will help you with your goal of returning to the activities you love the most. Phoenix Rehabilitation and Health Services is conveniently located at 1601 Union Avenue, Natrona Heights. They have flexible hours to allow for all COVID guidelines. You can call them today, 724-224-5090 to set up an appointment, or on the web at phoenixphysicaltherapy.com. And Adrian moved.
Adrian moved to Nashville, but she's left us in good hands with Zachary Bartolotta. And Mike, he's a Franklin Regional grad, 2011.
There were a lot of Pisons at Franklin Regional.
And he makes no claim to an undefeated season, like his buddy did in 2009 when I ran into a Franklin Regional grad, and his dad was bragging about the fact that they went undefeated. I said, there's only one problem. We went undefeated in 2009. So.
No, we went undefeated in 2008.
8, was it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 8.
2009, we didn't win. We won the last game here against Valley, remember?
But I straightened them up.
There's trouble. Smalls is in trouble, and down he goes. Bombolski and Timmons.
That is the 3rd time they split a sack, Mike.
All the way back at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss.
Daniel Timmons, Mike, 5 tackles, 3 for sacks, all on his birthday.
4th and Freeport at 4:44, and now what's been an adventure all night.
The good news, he doesn't have far to snap it.
It's a punt situation. And he gets it out of there, and it's a beauty. Watch out, it doesn't hit anyone. Rams get out of the way. Signorella was down there blocking, and somebody got to yell. I didn't hear anybody yelling. You got to yell fire, fire to get out of the way of that. Rams will have good field position again. They start on University Prep side of the field at 4:16 left, 3rd quarter. There's been no scoring in the 2nd half. The Rams hold on to a 13-0 lead.
Mike, we'll be playing the Greater Allegheny Conference this year, and tonight our conference in action. I mentioned Franklin Regional. They are going to be hosting Plum tonight. Mars is playing North Hills at home. Hampton's at Valley. Armstrong's at Freeport. That should be a dandy. Indiana's at Ligonier Valley, and Knock is playing Central Valley. They got the toughest draw of them all.
Ooh, good luck there, huh?
Central Valley ranked #1 in the state in 3A.
First down, Highlands on the 39 of University Prep. They go from the pistol and give it to Bombolski. Spins through there and gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all as Terrell Allen hooks and Kanye Henderson combine to make the stop. No gain.
Like I mentioned, Central Valley, the only team ranked #1 in the state. In 4A, you got Thomas Jefferson. That's our division. They're ranked #1 in Western Pennsylvania. They're the 2-time defending state champs, but they're not ranked #1. Guess who is?
I'm not sure.
You saw him once in Altoona.
Bishop McDevitt.
Yep, good old Bishop McDevitt.
Ricky Waters went there. We saw Ricky Waters in the press box that day.
That's what he did.
Again, pistol. Timmons, short drop. First man covered, and he just gets rid of it.
Yep. That time they read.
They're covering a lot of those short passes now. They have done a good job of coming up on the line and getting those guys and maybe hitting them early. And there haven't been any open receivers here in the 2nd half.
Would you consider a screen pass, Mike, what they're doing? He dumps it out into the flat, and the guy comes from the 2nd man in from the wing.
Yeah, some of them are screens, some of them are just timing routes. Short crosses.
And University Prep made that adjustment. Here's a time I think maybe you pump that and go deep.
3rd and 10. Clock stopped at 3:25. Going to give it, nope, it's going to be Timmons this time. Gets outside to the left. 35-30, first down and more at the 21-yard line. Now Timmons did a good job there with the read option. They all came to Bombolski, and Chandler just pulled it and gets the first down.
21, Mike?
18-yard gain.
18. That puts him at 65. 11 carries. It's been Chandler and Luke. Bombolski with 95, Timmons with 65.
Another way to catch him is to throw on first down too. That's the other thing. Safe little first down passes. Signorella splits wide to the right. Brian Randolph in the slot. Bombolski with 2 hands on the football. Carries a man with him and gets down to the 17-yard line. He's brought down by David Griffin, the strong safety.
I got him at 99, Mike. What do you have? 18 carries.
Let's say about 3 yards on that one. So I have 96. Second down and 7 for Highlands.
Somebody runs this in for a touchdown. We don't have to worry about
at the prep AT. That'll work. Again, 24 in the slot is Brian Randolph. He's the senior of the Randolph brothers. Aaron is a sophomore. Timmons wants to keep this one, but the Panthers are waiting. And they got him back at the 20-yard line. Nasir Crowney, the senior defensive end, got low on his blocker and messed that one up.
3rd and 9.
Yes, called the script, Mike. 1 to Luke, 1 to Chandler. 1 to Luke, 1 to Chandler. It looks like
3rd and 9 at the 21. 1:35 left of this rapidly moving third quarter. There's been no scoring in the second half. Rams scored a touchdown in each of the first 2 quarters.
University Prep seemed to be waiting for that one, Mike.
Signorella and Brown now to the right.
They tight to the line of scrimmage.
Short drop. Timmons throws on a slant. He's got Signorella for a 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Surprised they didn't get a flag for a horse collar there. But Landon holds on to it. He's at the 9. It's 1st and goal.
They had 10 guys in the box that time, Mike. And Highlands picked it up. 12 on that play?
Yes, sir. 61 yards and receptions on 5 for Signorella. 1st and goal at the 9. All right, I'm running it 4 times.
Now 80 yards for Timmons through the air.
McQuaid set up as the H-back, and the give is to Bombolski. Not much. The big man Robert Arms was in there collapsing bodies. And Bombolski maybe to the 8-yard line. Give me a yard.
That will give 19 attempts for 100 yards on my unofficial scorecard, which will be official when I call the Post-Gazette and the
say
Valley
so.
afterwards.
Yeah, when you say so.
Boy, Mike, is it tough this year with trying to get people to come to the games? It just, you know, Valley News Dispatch, they only have 1 writer now, where they normally have 3.
Goodness.
And Mike White's told me the Post-Gazette, their staff is dissipated, so it's on us to get them the information. So right now I say, because we don't know what happens, Luke has 19 carries for 100 yards at the end of the 3rd quarter. That means trivia time, Mike. I'm going to take it easy on you, week number 1, okay?
All right.
Simple. How many new coaches are there this year in the AK Valley? I gave you the 13 teams earlier, one who's going to make it, who's not going to make it. But of the 13 teams, how many new head coaches do we have?
Wow, that's interesting. I'm trying to go through here. The first 4 coming to my head aren't new. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm going to say 2.
I would ask you to name them, Mike, but guess what? There aren't any.
There aren't any. Okay.
Yes, last year was such a...
The upheaval was a little...
It was like Pony Express trying to get information around. Like I said, the papers weren't covering things and everything else. There are no new head coaches in our 13 teams in the AK Valley, but there's 21 new in the WPL this year.
Okay.
So there's a lot of new ones there, but Everybody stayed, so that's the good news for it. No new systems to learn this year. But again, week 0, and Bill was trying to get scores for us. He only had one. It was Latrobe 28, Derry nothing. So trying to get information around the valley is tough anymore.
The ball's at the 8. 2nd and goal for Highlands. Jack Ham went to Bishop McCourt.
Right up the road from Bishop.
Yeah, we were discussing Jack Ham earlier. If we can really get that spot, I'll tell you what happened to me at the Steeler game Saturday. I was looked on as a relic because I saw Jack Ham playing in person.
You weren't near any of that action in the stands, were you?
No, I was not near any of the action in the stands. We had some youngsters behind us, but they were very nice, but they thought I was a relic because I saw Jack Ham play. Because this kid's mother went to high school with Jack Ham at Bishop McDevitt. We discussed that. Or Bishop McCourt, I'm sorry. This is Bombolski. Left side, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Highlands touchdown.
Now he's over 100 on everybody's scorecard.
Absolutely.
108 for Luke now on 20 carries. More importantly, 3 touchdowns and 1 extra point. It's been a Luke Bombolski show.
It's the hat trick for Luke Bombolski. Boy, Brock White's feeling a whole lot better right now, isn't he?
Yeah.
That knee's feeling really good right now, isn't it?
By the way, I got a good report from Dr. Drabicki.
That's good.
So he says he's right on schedule for the conference games.
Boy, can you imagine have 2 of those guys?
Fantastic.
Here's the snap. Signorella gets it down. Bombolski's kick is on its way, and it is good. 11:54 left of the 4th quarter, and the Rams now lead it 20-0.
Plenty of leg on that one, Mike.
Sure was. Well, he's had plenty of legs, so that's after the first one. It's looking good.
All right, Planet Fitness at Heights Plaza in Sherman Heights is your home for the judgment-free zone. Planet Fitness provides a clean and spacious environment where everyone is free to work out in a non-intimidating atmosphere for as low as $10 a month. Our spotter, Ken, drives his bike 5 miles into Planet Fitness.
It works out and then rides back, yes.
5 miles back, God bless him. Whether they're just starting out, getting back in your groove, or looking for extra tips, work out with a certified trainer, Planet Fitness, at no extra cost with the PE at PF program. With membership starting as low as $10 a month, you can treat yourself to high-quality fitness at an awesome price. Come down to Planet Fitness in the Toronto Heights and meet our friendly staff. Say hello to Daylana. Welcome to the Planet. Daylana, by the way, is the new manager, Mike. She's a West Mifflin Titan.
Oh, okay.
Had a nice chat with her.
Thank you to all our sponsors for helping us out again this year. Very much appreciated. This University Prep team has won the City League Championship 3 times under Lou Berry. 2011, 2013, and 2016. We mentioned they're a partnership put together by the University of Pittsburgh, University Prep, Science Tech, and Obama Academy. When we play them in basketball, they go as Obama Academy.
Very interesting.
Bombolski will kick it off.
He's got to be tired.
That's a good thing he put on good weight because he's going to be losing a lot of good weight tonight in that heat.
The good news is he hasn't punted yet, Mike.
Line shot.
There's what we want to see.
Comes
right
over
like
the hand
that.
of Elvey. Runs around and picks it up at the 12. And here he comes, and he's got speed. 25, 30, and spun down beautifully by Landon Signorella at the 30. You're not getting away from him. He's got arms like Velcro.
And that's the one thing you didn't want to see, Mike, was that guy get loose, and he didn't. Sig put him down.
Beautiful tackle. That might have saved a touchdown. Of course, you got Bombolski back there as kind of a safety man. When you have a good defensive player as your kicker, that's a help too. So he was back there.
And again, Luke has not punted tonight, Mike. He's our punter.
Yeah, that's the good news. He punted last year, and so he's got experience at that. And he did a very good job for us too. First down, University Prep on their 39. The Rams leading at 20-0. 11:40 left of the 4th quarter. On opening night at Golden Rams Stadium. And now Smalls wants to throw it. And he does fire it downfield. Got a man, and it's dropped. at the 30-yard line, right in the hands of Amari G. He couldn't have walked it down there and given it to him in any better position.
The sophomore G started every game as a freshman, Mike, and he'd like to have a chance at that one again.
I wonder if he has any relatives named Kenny. Kenny G.
Well, this one is spelled G-E-E.
Second down and 10 for the Panthers at the 39. Rams defense has been outstanding tonight, allowing but one first down in this game.
Coach Droy kind of animated on the sidelines, Mike. I don't think he liked the defense on that last play.
Yeah, he was open. And Smalls will try it again. Here they come, and he's going to throw it out here. It's caught, pulled in by Rashad Murray. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line, but
check the marker.
Yeah, the marker's on the line of scrimmage, and it looks like somebody might have gone upfield too quickly. And there's Bill Rowland. False start against University Prep. It's coming back. Second and 15 at the 34.
Top 5 in 4A, Mike. We talked about Thomas Jefferson, perennial #1. They're still there. Look out for Bell Vernon. They're in their conference. They have a lot of talent there. They were 6-2 last year. And how about El Quipa? They should be playing down in single A. They went 9-1 last year in 4A. They're #3, McKeesport #4, and our Plum Mustangs from our conference 8-1 last year. You know, they had Thomas Jefferson at halftime. They were on the ropes. Yep.
But TJ they were tough.
They prevail.
By the way, it's nearly 9 o'clock. It's still 80 degrees.
You gotta love it.
It's a little warmer than that in here. Second and 15. They give it to Helvey, but the Rams are waiting. And down goes Helvey at the 36-yard line. Danny Timmons is down there. I think Burford got a piece of him also. The gain is 2 up to the 36. It's third down and 13.
Gain of 2 on the play, bring up third and 13.
11 minutes, clock winding, fourth quarter. Highlands 20, University Prep nothing.
And Mike, all the hard work seems to be paying off for the Golden Rams, like I said.
And this game is so important for so many guys that never really played a lot of varsity snaps. They're getting a lot of experience out here tonight.
Yeah, you know, the Valley was saying about all of our experience. I'm like, where is it? We had 2 guys back on offense and
the quarterback.
On defense.
The quarterback. That's what you're looking at. Smalls is back, dumps it out of the backfield. It is caught by Crowney, and Crowney is brought down. But a nice open field tackle by Manny Carson. Also, Ethan Roberts was in there. The gains to the 37. It's a gain of 1.
And they're going to have to punt again, Mike.
In the punt, number 82, Marquise Glass Jones. Back 18, Golden Rams, number 4, Aaron Randolph.
Aaron Randolph back at the 36. Hasn't had a chance to return any. He did catch the 1. Rams run a man on the field late. And here's the punt.
Wow, when he gets it off, Mike, it's a nice punt.
Knuckleball.
Nice job by Randolph.
Randolph calls for and makes the fair catch at the 38-yard line. Well, we talked about it before the game, Ken and I. We have somebody that's going to catch those, and it looks like we do, and that's very important.
Yep.
Way to go, Aaron. He's a sophomore and getting his first action tonight.
Mike, this date in high school history. Remember our good friend Chuck Wagner?
Yes. I have a story.
He won his first game of 270 60 years ago.
Come on.
And guess what? Oakmont beat Verona, which is now Riverview. 32-6. Chuck was a great guy.
You know, I was looking for a recipe last Christmas time, and for something we were going to make for Christmas. And I came across a letter that Chuck wrote me, a handwritten letter. I'll tell you more after this play. First down at the 38. Not much this time as Bombolski runs into the waiting arms of Dante Duncan, the sophomore defensive tackle.
We don't need him to lose any yardage. He's over 100. Leave him there, please.
No,
108.
No gain. Second and 10.
21 carries now.
Chuck Wagner wrote me a letter when we all got let go at Comcast, so I'm going to assume that you got one of these too. And it was a handwritten letter saying how much he wanted to thank me for all that we have done, and it was basically a letter. It was a pep talk when we all got left out on the street. And he said, I'll see you again. You're going to be fine. And that was, you know, just I wish and he's not around anymore. You wish you could thank the guy for that. I find that letter 20 years later, and you know what a guy he was.
I never heard anybody saying bad about him.
No. Here's the give to Bombolski, and Bombolski is pinball Bolski'd around as he gets to the 40.
51.
So he gets it up to the 40 for 2. 3rd and 8.
And we did bounce back thanks to the guy to the left of us here 21 years later. Bill Heasley helped us get back on the air when he was the AD at Highlands.
And now he can't get rid of it.
Yep, as Comcast
It was
told us.
21 years ago. Man.
Yes.
He really is.
He gave us all the
really
equipment
is.
and everything. We had nothing. We were in the street, literally.
So direct your letters to him. All right, here we go. We're going to have a timeout for Highlands at 8:10 left of the 4th quarter. Highlands leads at 20-0. But Chuck Wagner, what a great guy. And I did find the recipe. I did find the recipe, too. It was on a card. It was from my grandmother, and it was tarts, and we really, there was nowhere to go last Christmas, if you all remember. We were all kind of stuck, and we really did it up big last year, I got to tell you.
For the first time, my wife and I weren't sick at Christmas.
Yeah.
You get around all the kids, everybody gets something. But
Exactly.
That year we did.
So we did it up big. So I found it, and I found a nice letter from Chuck. So Chuck went on. Verona, I believe he did Riverview for the first year of the conglomeration, and then Jay Kappa came in after that. Jay Kappa was at Verona, and then he did Springdale, coming back later in life as an older guy, and brought that program back from the depths of nothing.
Yep. By the way, you just got to see our new scoreboard with the lights on, Mike. You like
it
that?
is beautiful, and
Stadium.
we were talking about it with the white numbers. It's so much easier to see than the red ones we used to have. So, happy birthday to Golden Ram Stadium. We're giving you a scoreboard, and thanks to all those good people that.
Yeah, it didn't cost the taxpayers a penny. How about that?
We have good sponsors here that take care of this program and the basketball program too, and all the sports here at Highlands. Thanks to Drew Carpin too, by the way. We haven't had a chance to talk about Drew tonight, the athletic director, for helping us get going tonight, and we appreciate his help. 3rd down and 8. Timmons going to run it. Has a hole. 40-45. Oh, steps over a man. 50. 1st down at the University Prep 47-yard line.
14 yards. Puts him up to 77 yards. And hopefully he's done running tonight, Mike. He's a valuable commodity. We don't need him running. But he's effective too, so what are you going to do? Decisions, huh?
At the University Prep 47. Halftime, Carolina 17, the Steelers nothing. Glad I missed it. It's on at 11:30. I was thinking about it. Now I don't got to bother. I'll read the recap and we'll move on. We'll get some cuts and we'll move on.
Tripp's right.
You'll watch our game instead. I'll make our game ready for the Breakfast Club tomorrow. How's that? Here's Bombolski off the left side. Carrying me. Oh, they may have lost the will to live, Dean. He carried some guys with him on that one to the 39-yard line. It's getting late, and the Rams have been pounding and pounding all night long.
I thought that might take its toll too, Mike. Who's going to be in better shape? 116 now for Bombolski on 23 carries.
Quite a night for him.
Mike, you mentioned the Breakfast Club. Tell everybody how they can get the ding.
Oh, yes.
In the morning.
Well, absolutely. You want to subscribe, Highlands High Sports on YouTube. If you subscribe and you hit the notification bell, the minute the game goes up, you get a notification on your phone or whatever your device is that the game's there and it's ready to watch. We got people up at Saturday morning waiting, and they watch it with breakfast and coffee. Timmons this time. Timmons with a big hole. Inside the 25 or the 35 down to the 30-yard line. We'll say the 31. 8 more yards. 1st down, Highlands. They're 17th of the night.
85 on 14 carries now for Chandler. Our buddy Steve Meaner will be leaving for Virginia tomorrow, but not until he watches the game. So they say get it up early.
It takes a little longer to do the football games than it does the basketball games. So
That's true.
We'll work on
Chandler
that.
now is 85 yards on 14 carries. Bombolski 116 on 23.
You know what that means? That's 200, sir. That's a good number.
And 90 through the air, too.
And I went to Burl. 1st and 10.
Movement before they let
Timmons
it
wants
go.
to throw it. Timmons fires it for the end zone. Almost intercepted on a diving play by Rashawn Murray. He got 2 hands on it. He was trying for Burford at the post.
Drake played good defense on that one, Mike.
He did.
Broke it up.
2nd and 10. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. 5:48 to go. Highlands High Sports, YouTube. And then, of course, Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock, Comcast Channel 190. We have not let the Comcast audience behind. We've never let it go.
Nope. So
you got to go back to the 60s, and you go from the 60s all the way to now that there has been a local game on cable here in the AK Valley. At least one. It's been all Highlands recently. We've cornered the market.
Yes, we have.
We're kind of like Notre Dame. Bombolski off the left side with a hole.
Claiming to be held.
Spins a man down to the 25-yard line. Amari G went low, and Luke went high.
Looks like Luke won that battle.
26-yard line.
It's a 5-yard gain. 3rd and 5 for Highlands.
121 now for Luke on 24 carries. He has been impressive. Mike, we said 21 years for us. 25 years ago, back at the Nick, Sal Cinsano and
number 41.
Elliot Jenkins both scored 2 touchdowns. Highlands beat Freeport that night 26-22.
Been an opener. Timmons will keep it this time. Wades his way through there and breaks through. He's at the 20, 15, and knocked down at the 13-yard line as G was down there along with Henderson.
He now has 98 yards, Mike.
Do we have a flag down?
I hope not.
Bill Rowland is blowing the play dead. We might have an injury. I think Danny Timmons is going to have to come off.
We have an injury time out here.
The play is good for another Highlands first down. They have made 18 first downs tonight. University Prep has 1. 13-yard gain for Chandler. And he's about to get to 100.
Lucas Callan comes in and replaces Timmons at center.
He'll be number 56 in your program, number 1 in your heart. Lucas, a senior, following the many lines of Callans to snap the football here at Highlands. Danny's down. I wonder if he's
I
cramping.
think they're just taking time, Mike.
Okay, Timmons is up on the sideline now. I was just checking him out. Yeah. Highlands going to let the play clock wind all the way down to 1 and then call timeout. With 4:27 to go here in the 4th quarter, Highlands leading it 20-0. Oh, geez, they just said hi to us. Thank you. Nice picture to put on the website. That was an oldie but goodie that they put of us.
Yep.
There's the new scoreboard Dean was talking about, and you can see all the names of the sponsors. I see Seebeck down there. I saw Freddie Lucas on the field before the game taking his bows for that.
And there's Highland Tire again. They sponsored us every year for all 21 years. Still,
and they have a nice little setup outside here with some rims. And
I saw that.
We always talk about the wheels, that they have the largest selection of wheels in the tri-state area. You get down there and talk to those guys, and they'll fix you up. And if you don't see it on site, they'll get it for you.
Here's some good news, Mike. Dr. Zerbecki and Brock White's going down doing some stretching there. So I think Brock said, I better get the thing stretched out.
Yeah, there goes the brace. When we get those two at the same time, then you don't have to worry about Luke carrying it, or either one of them carrying it a bunch of times. You can split the carries. And
it'll be great because you're right. Yep.
And that's going to be a thing. And Brock, as he proved last year, is a tremendous receiver out of the backfield. Another option for Chandler. And again, this offense will evolve just as the teams do throughout the year. This is okay. Let's see what we have week. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Wide side of the field to the right. And to give the Bombolski after a little rest. Short side of the field, inside the 10, and pushed out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Good block downfield that time by Logan Leslie, the right guard.
They have been just dominating.
They've worn them out now.
Yep.
And, if you play Western Pennsylvania smash mouth football, that's what you get. Be interesting for Dom Girardi next week going back to his alma mater, huh?
Yes, we have not had that pleasure. All right, Chandler has 98 yards, Mike, and it's his turn to carry. You know that.
Right.
If you're following
Second
the
down.
script here,
Nope, Bombolski will try it again. Oh, cuts inside a
Beautiful
block
cut.
and winds his way into the end zone for his 4th touchdown of the night.
it is the Luke Bombolski show.
With 14 to go, it's the Golden Rams 26, University Prep 0. As we prepare for the extra
26 to nothing. The Rams have scored 1 touchdown in every quarter.
133 yards.
Quite a night for him. And now he's on to try to add the extra point. Callan will snap it. Signorella holds it at the post to our left. The snap, the ball is down. Bombolski's kick is up, and it is good. 4:10 left of the 4th quarter. Highlands 27, University Prep nothing.
3 out of 4 in the extra points. I'm proud of those guys. Because again, Mike, it's a whole new group out there when you have Callan. Sig's in the experience. He was the holder last year.
And I was saying how difficult it would be to fix what happened on the first one in game. They fixed it, so I'm good with that. So 4 minutes and 10 seconds left, and University Prep to this point has managed 1 first down.
Isn't that something, Mike? That's great defense. Our upcoming opponent, Valley, Mike, is hosting Hampton tonight, so they get their first 2 at home. Boy, if you remember last year, Mike, that Hampton game was a tough one.
It really was. It came off of the Mars game, which was the home opener here last year, a game that Mars won 12-7. And they scored at the very end. The Rams had the lead for the entire game up until the end. They converted a big 4th down on a pass play, and then Ruffner ran the touchdown in and put them ahead. But they came off of that game, and they were down emotionally for that game, and they got run over by that Hampton team. And that was a tough one.
And, Mike, you know, we were 4-3 last year, and our 3 losses combined 25-point total.
Oh, you know, we should talk about that, too. 5 teams from our conference will make the playoffs this year.
8 teams in a conference, 5 make it.
And 4 teams will make it from the other 2, and so a chance for Highlands to get back to the playoffs. It's been a while. It's been 5 years. And the last time that happened was when Don Sidlick and Frank Rocco were here, 1984 to 1988.
How about that? I saw a picture of Don Sidlick in his early years of coaching. His son Todd put it on Facebook. Yeah, we lost that Hampton game 28-21.
I remember Don Sidlick as being the starter up at Buffalo.
Yep.
Hey, there was a penalty, Dean. They're kicking off from the 45-yard line, so there must have been a post-play call against University Prep, a roughness call to put the ball at the 45.
Lost to Mars 12-7 and lost to Plum 20-7. They were the conference champs.
Played Plum tough that night.
Yep.
So Bombolski will kick it from the University Prep 45-yard line.
Let's see what he does with this one.
Probably want to keep this on the field and try to tackle him deep, huh? Work on that. 27-0, the Rams lead it. And he does, kick it along the ground, and it comes to the near side of the field. And it goes off the hands of a man and out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
That ball's
off the hands
there, right?
of Malik McDougal, and that's where it'll be. First down at the 20. The 18th offensive play coming up for University Prep.
That's something. That is really something, huh?
Less than 4 minutes to go.
In our wins last year, Mike, we beat Greensburg 35-0, Knock 39-7, Indiana 48-14, and that crazy game with Armstrong 34-27.
Yeah, we did win a close one.
And if you remember, they just kept passing the ball.
Yep, and
They
Coach
let us win that
Fabian
game.
said I did not have a running game. I could not. I would rather have Caden have the ball, and that's why he threw it. And he was honest about it.
You stopped the clock for us, though.
Here's the pass by Smalls to the left side. It's pulled in, and it's McDougal up over the 20 to the 26-yard line, and Timmons was in there to make the stop. It's a 6-yard gain.
Along with Ethan Roberts. Ethan subbing in there, and he has 4 tackles.
And good for Ethan, big number 64, a senior. Second down and 4. Keon Smalls, the senior lefty. Give it to Helvey. Helvey is going to be hemmed in and brought down by Tyler Bender. McQuaid's looking for a flag. There's none to be had.
Ollie did a nice job of turning him up for Bender. Finishes the play. Third now and about 3. 3 minutes to go here. Highlands going to get their first win of the year.
I have right now University Prep at 10 yards in this game.
Wow.
You had to give him the minus for that snap when no one was paying attention. Third down. 3 yards to go. And Smalls throws to the near side of the field. It is caught, but there was Ology, you mentioned him, as he brings McDougal down. And he lost a yard or 2. He lost 2, back to the 24.
McQuaid and Long on the assist.
4th and 6.
Long, Khalil Long on the tackle.
Smalls is thrown for 11 yards.
2 minutes to go, Mike. Looks like they're going for it.
He's been hit for minus 11, so he wipes out to 0. Helvey's run for 5 yards, and Kane's run for 3 yards. They have 8 yards. 4th and 6. 1:45. They give it to Helvey. Helvey up to the 30, and he's close.
It's close indeed.
That might be first down number 2.
Timmons and Robertson on the stop.
It is a first down. Official wants the clock to move.
A good idea.
It's a gain of 6 and a first down for Prep. And they're going to take their time in the huddle. 1:20 to go. The ball's at the 31, we'll say.
Highlands leading 27-0.
Now they're going to run a little pop pass to Daniel Kane. Kane slips one tackle up over the 35 to the 37-yard line. Tyler Ology was down there, along with Danny Timmons, who is back. That's the little pop pass. That goes as a completion. It's good for 6. 2nd and 4. .34 seconds to go. The clock winds. The Rams leading at 27-0. And Smalls is back. Steps up in the pocket. Dances through a man. Up over the 45 to 50. Inside the Highlands 40 and out of bounds at the 38-yard line. That might be their longest play of the day.
It is.
They're going to mark him out at the 37, 26 yards.
37-yard line, good for a first down. 17 seconds to go in the game.
17 seconds left.
And Mike, all that hard work has paid off here week 1.
Man in motion. They're going to run the pop pass again, and this time the Rams are right there as Tyler Bender is there to put Daniel Kane down. And I think that's going to be it. Gain is 2. And that's going to wrap it up. And this one belongs to the Rams. They defeat the University Prep Panthers in the home opener, breaking a 4-game home opener losing streak. Highlands 27, University Prep nothing.
Mike, I talked to Coach Canzanos before the game, and he told me, watch out for Luke Bombolski. He's worked so hard. He's going to have an outstanding night. Coach K was right. Congratulations, Luke. Great job. Great start to the year for everyone.
All right, it is, and you can't win them all unless you win the first one.
That's my motto.
All right, so the Rams win at 27-0. They're 1-0. They'll go to Valley next week in the Battle of the Bridge against the Valley Vikings. Thanks to cameraman Dan. Thanks to Ken Wood and everybody here in the booth. Once again, that final score, Highlands 27, University Prep nothing. For the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik. So long, everybody.